Magnificent. Magnificent told me to go.
Yo, what's good? It's your boy A Magnificent, a magnificent ENT. Stand up. 13, episode 13, that's right. 13 episodes. We're moving along. This is Sunday's Best Beat, episode 13. What's going on with you guys in the world, my subscribers, my friends, family? How you doing today on this beautiful Sunday morning? I'm pre-recording this, but this will be out Sunday. This beat is a Timbaland inspired beat. Sometimes I make beats based off the people that have a huge effect in my lifetime when it comes to music. And Timbaland was one of those fellas. Timbaland is, in my opinion, one of the best producers of all time. He's in my top 5 and my top 5 favorite as well. The way he makes beats, coming from just his vocal cords, his mouth, and then transmitting that to dogs and coming out with masterpieces is amazing. He's a very unique figure. His beats are known for the sonic texture, not by a tag, but his beats are known based on how it sounds. Anyway, I'm about to break this beat down. This beat's called Timbo the Magnificent, based off of Timbaland, inspired by him. I'm going to show you how I broke it down and made the beat. So I'll talk to y'all at the end of the video. Let's get to the screen and let's break it down. Yes, for the beat, Timbo the Great. This beat is obviously inspired by the legendary Timbaland. Timbaland is one of my favorite producers. One of the greatest producers of all time. He's in my top 5 of favorites and greatest producers of all time, at least. The sample I got off of IndustryKits.com. Shout out to those people at IndustryKits.com. It was a free sample loop that I got off. You know, I didn't want to use a sample at first, but this is what it sounds like to begin with. Hold on 1 second. This is what the sample sounds like. So that's what the samples sound like. Very slow. What I did was chop it up using MPC, which my MPC is broken now. Hopefully get fixed soon. And then what I did, I spread it across the pads. And if you hit the pads, I'm hitting it on my MPK keyboard, it sounds like this. Alright, forgive the echo there. I forgot to mute the mic. But that's what it sounds like right there, based on me chopping down the samples and bringing up a couple semitones. It speeds up the process. But that's what I have right now for the sample. And I chopped it up in different techniques, in different sequences. And it sounds good. Now we're at the channel mixer. This is what I have for the first sample. For the first sequence, rather. So I'll chop the sample up right there, and then I'm going to show you the rest of the sequence later on throughout the progression of me breaking down this beat for you. Hold hopefully one day I'll do a Sunday's Best Beats with me making the beat live on here. I just gotta figure out how to get the ISO sound to work with this video recorder, and have to take more than one take to do the beats. But I'll work it out. Now, drums in succession, as I always do. This will be the quickest part of the beat. Okay, so that was the first sequence, the hook sequence, in full loops, 2 loops. Now I'm going to go to the verse sequence, and as you'll see here, I use a different sampling sequence from the pad. Let me get to the main screen. Instead of using these pads right here, I use a mix of these pads, and this is a poly. I didn't use mono like I usually do. I use poly so they can play different sounds at the same time. But this is what it sounds like on verse 2. And so let's get back to the channel strip. And it's pretty much the same drums. I didn't really change anything from the drums. Full loop, it sounds like this. So that's right there. But I also added another section. I named this section verse 2. Let's turn there real fast. And as we go to verse 2, it sounds similar. But this time I use certain different paths. Let's sample it here and let's go back to the main mode. I use different paths. Let's take a listen. Something I didn't notice, a little mess up right here. Let me straighten that out real fast so it sounds better. Alright, but yeah, that's the main part. But I have also put a different instrument in here for a little bit of what's the word, transparency. It's more transparent. It gives a little contrast to the beat. Let's go back to the mixer pad here. It would be so much easier, but I didn't have my MPC with me. Forgive my dog barking in the background. But if I do the plug-in, this is off Expand. And it's a lead sound, a little screaming lead I never used before. And it sounds like this. Let's put it all together, and it sounds like this on verse 2 sequence. Alright, and the final part is the break part, where I take out the 808s. There's nothing but the drums, hi-hats, and the sample. It's real simple, and it goes like this. Here's the beat finally in a final loop, and then I'll talk to y'all a little bit more at the end of the video. So, Timbo the Magnificent, what do you think? Different techniques, different ways of doing things. I love this beat, especially because of the texture of it. So if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button to this video, hit the notification bell. I'll be doing these videos every single week, as long as I'm healthy. Thank y'all for tuning in for another Sunday's Best Beat, and as I always say, this is A Magnificent. Out. Magnificent.